Alright, welcome back to the next SPSS video. On this video we're going to cover how to compute and recode variables using SPSS. So go ahead and bring up your SPSS file. Again, we're going to be using the Avery Fitness Center dataset. So to compute a variable, all these are going to be under the Transform tab. So for this one, we're going to start with computing variables. And a computing variable is if you want to add something up, add two variables together, or any kind of formula that you think is appropriate for your data set. In this example, I am going to combine all of those in these classes into one variable. I'm going to call that variable utilization. Now to compute the variables, you need to add them into here. And depending on what you want to actually formulate, will depend on how yours looks. But for this sake, I'm going to do it this way. And what this is going to create is on how many classes or how many ways do people participate at the Avery Fitness Center. So I'm going to hit OK. And what that's going to do is create this new variable for me called utilization. Now I just need to go back into my data set and confirm that it's there. And you see we have this here. So most of these look like zeros, but if I want to confirm this, if this is a 2, then I need to go back and see, did the person select 2 activities at the fitness center? So I see one for circuit and one for weight, and everything else is zeros. So that worked. And my utilization variable is a success. All right, what we're going to be doing next is recoding a variable into a different variable. This way it can help us look at variables differently and as well as help us organize things. So in this case, I want to look at people who are less than 18 years old. I want to exclude them. So let's find our age variable and add it into this input space. I'm going to just name this under 18. What I'm going to do is give those who are under 18 a value that helps me remember to exclude them. So go back to old and new values. So I want those who are 17 years of age and less. So I'm going to go range lowest through value 17. That means I include the 17-year-olds, but I will exclude everyone else. And a good data technique to helping you identify something to exclude or isn't there is to use 99 or 999 as the identifying variable. I'm going to add as my new change, hit continue. Make sure I select change, so now it's changing into that. I'm going to confirm that's still there. And we hit OK. So now if I go over to the right, I should have an under 18 variable. And what all this is doing is anyone who is under 18 gets a 99 next to their name. And in this case, no one is under 18, so I don't have to worry about excluding them. Let me make sure, so there's people who are over the age of 65. Oh, and there is someone here who did not include their name. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again, recode in a different variable. And I'm going to change this, and if they were missing in the system, I also want that changed to a 99 so I can exclude it. I'm going to add that and hit continue. Okay. Now, anyone who didn't include their age in the question is now 99, and I can exclude them from the analysis if I need to, using something like select cases that we did previously. Now, finally, we're going to recode into the save variable. And what I'm going to do now is look back at gender, and I want to recode the gender variable. So we'll go here, find our gender variable, add it, and back to old and new values. So what I'm going to do here is I want anybody who is a 1, I want them to be a 0. Now that here, I want anyone who's a 2 to be recoded as a 1. And finally, I want anybody who did not include anything to get the 99 variable. And we'll add that, hit continue, and OK. And now, if I scroll over to my gender variable, everyone should be 0s or 1s, and if they did not include anything, they get a 99. And this will help us again organize it. If you are using a system that uses gender as a 0 and 1 code, this is a good way to recode that. It also helps you exclude the people who did not answer, which is always a good thing. That's it for this video. In the next video, we are going to come over some analysis. I'm going descriptive statistics, comparing means, regression, and so on. So until then, have a nice one, and cheers.